All right. Hello and welcome to Egypt, the Old Kingdom. I didn't even know this game was out until we replayed pre-dynastic Egypt on the channel just a moment ago. So this is a completely blind Let's Play. I just went into the gallery, or not the gallery, sorry, the settings and lowered the volume. That's all I've done so far. New game. Game mode. Now usually the hardest mode is a little bit unreasonable. A cereal box will be our name, but I like a little bit of challenge. Now I wasn't ready for this. Peaceful development. Egyptians gradually developed their civilization without alien invasion. We're sending a tribute to stave off invasion, or evil mummies are now invading our world. I was not ready for this. Historical choice. Easy mode. Historical events are present, but there are no key trials. Endless game, endless game. Okay, I kind of want the historical campaign here. Level of abundance. I mean, all of the historical choices are up here on the top row. But we obviously like to play with some danger. Like, we have to play with aliens. Right? Additional tasks and events. Administration tech unblocks additional upgrades. The set of events and trials is optimized for learning history. Ambitious mode, and then big construction. Okay. Options to build additional things. That's kind of cool too. The gods roll. And everything around them. Resource growth, but cult bonus. Almighty God. That's kind of fun. I'm not sure if these are more hard than others. These are the only ones with final score differences. So, because nothing else has final score differences, maybe we'll just do a baseline playthrough. I'm just really curious about these mummies. Maybe we'll do another playthrough in the future. But let's play, like, historic Egypt, and then we'll actually know the baseline. Choose the prologue. Okay, so this is, it seems, where we can figure out basically where we're stepping off from the last game. So, recommended for beginners, historic variant. We're gonna go historic. Recommended for beginners, historic variant. Choice of gods. Okay. Historical. We're basically going historical all across the board here. So forced relocations rather than organized migration and survival. We're going, instead of earthly paradise or hell on earth, we're going land of order. Balance the number of useful and harmful finds on the city map. Roughly equal number of positive and negative events. Okay. Some starting resources. Lovelit. Save and load at any time. No manual saves. Loading the game deletes the autosave. I mean, that's kind of fun. Autosave only. This could screw up the recording, but we'll try it, and then we'll see what happens. And then, yeah, so play style building, order, or devious. Terrify enemies. Uphold order in Egypt and its outskirts, or creator god. Great pyramids. Alright, we're going historic, so high difficulty. Otherwise the game might seem too difficult. They want me to play with these. I refuse. We're playing on high difficulty. Let's go. First expedition to Punt. So we played pre-dynastic Egypt, where we basically settled Memphis, right? After taking up Upper Egypt and then Lower Egypt. All the kings of the Old Kingdom worship the temple in the Garden of Snefru. All right. Just reloading. I started the game and immediately killed someone from famine, so it was in the first couple of turns, so let's just try this again. Goal. Increase the tribe size to 5 for a one-time reward of 10 food and 10 production. That is similar to the first game. Quest, new settlement. We were forced out of Upper Egypt. And apparently this is a decent place to come. So this is actually before the end of pre-dynastic Egypt, because we're settling in what will become Memphis, they said. So we can place our people like normal. Hills. They are the best place to live and work. Cool. So our building is now done in specific zones by assigning people. Lovely. And then here there's berries that we can try and consume over a certain number of turns. But 8 food in 3 turns is really good, but you get nothing for those 3 turns. So let's create another person. And now we're losing 0.1 per turn. So we need to do some exploration to see if we can get some more food here. Alright, hyenas. They live in the area. They are mostly neutral. But they hurt the food production in this area. So, like, I could hunt the hyenas. I could domesticate the wild animals. That seems difficult. I could worship them. They're at neutral, so I could worship them, or I could hunt them. So, chance to slaughter plus 5% every turn, but then I won't be getting the food. Interesting. I think for now, do we just keep exploring, perhaps? 0, 0. I mean, these are like 1 food tile, so I don't feel that compelled to work these locations, because I'll never get ahead on population. Highlands. Available improvement. Pastures. Build a pasture. It takes 4 production for 2 turns and improves everything by 0.1.1. That's a good improvement. It would bring this to like a 1 and a 0.4 production tile. I'm not sure that it's that great. Right now, most of what we're losing in terms of production is actually from spoilage. That's true from basically everything. One of our starting conditions gave us some starting resources. I take it that's what gave us enough to get our first worker. So still, this is like a 1.2 tile. This is a 1 tile. This is a 1 tile in terms of raw production. By improving this to pastures, this becomes a 1.4 tile. And I don't think that I'm going to be ready to build a cemetery anytime soon. So perhaps we try and increase that, or do we keep exploring? Tutorial for population. Each population is about 250 people, adults, seniors, and children. 1.1 tile. Again, this is in the Wadi. Seasonal stream. Not the best build location. It said that that would be destroyed. New territory. So, I think that we should try building this. It's going to be a quiet 2 turns. We're going to have very slow growth. How far out can I zoom? Pretty far back. Oh, I should have clicked early chiefdoms. So we built a pasture. Is it actually something we can see? Okay, little pastures. That's pretty good. And what about you? This requires an upkeep every turn, which I don't love. This requires upkeep. Workshops. This is 6 production over several turns as well. It would potentially save this luxuries thing that we have dipping down. I'm just not sure that this, like, our production isn't high enough that we're ever going to get to 10 units. So perhaps we keep exploring. This is going down by 0.1, which we can sustain. Oh, new technologies. Okay. It's usually best to go for technologies first, but this gives us production and growth, and then our workshops become better. This just gives us 1 raw food production per turn. I think we take the science. It's not a huge upgrade, but it's still pretty good. And then next time we might go for, depending on how important the luxuries become, we might try for something like that. Nomads search for a new home. Cool. A small group of people have reached us. Their culture is slightly different from ours. Do we accept them or refuse? We just took a culture increase. Let's take a person increase now. Because basically, having picked that person, like, the way I see it is, I chose to get a bonus of 1.5 from our technology, and now we're losing that from the event for 5 turns. Instead of choosing that technology, I could have chose cats for 1 food, and 10 turns later, discounting spoilage, I may have had almost enough to build a new worker. So getting 1 free worker is basically just like twice as good of having picked domesticated cats and saying no in terms of speed. So I think that we're just better off. Not to mention our population, if it's the same as the last game, workers contribute to stuff. Oh, but only if they're idle. Oh, interesting. So now we're in an interesting place where we're actually getting quite a bit of production. It might make sense to build the workshop for a huge amount of productivity growth. What's this, by the way? Thickets. You have to cut them down before we can build here. It takes 4 turns to get 5 production. Savages. Invite savages. This takes our time. Interesting. We should probably invite them. What about this? Alright, so we have a bunch of different people we can worship. So growth for 10 turns, growth for 5 turns. Protects from 2 common negative events. And 50% food growth. I kind of like the technology growth. 20% for 5 turns makes sense to me. Protecting against negative events is also good, but let's just take the tech growth. And you should... Well, a couple things. How long do you take to make the workshop? 2 turns. You don't have enough goods yet for that. You should invite the hunter-gatherers to join. And now we have enough food to sustain this, and that's cool. 1.1 food down here, though, by the way. It's not overall more productive than my other tiles, but something to think about. First contact with Canaan. Good, good, good. Everybody wants goods from the north. Lovely. So these 2 blessings are canceling each other out. The arid period... Our chief is giving us 10% food, and the arid period is giving us minus 10% food, so those cancel out. And savages joined. The autosave exists, but that doesn't really matter to me. How much for the next guy? 11. Still. Should we continue exploring is the question. I find that, like, finding those savages, for instance, was way faster than worrying about other things. So we should keep exploring in the hopes of finding more people. Hotkeys. Good to know. Ooh, 1.3 food. That's pretty huge. Windfowl and swamp. So they hate us. One sec. So we could try and improve our relation with the windfowl, or we could attack them. And then there's also swamps, which just takes 4 turns to drain them for nothing. That's kind of interesting. Let's go get the... I think we want the production bonus. So that will give us enough to cancel out the luxury thing that's breaking apart. And then we would love to do this production of a building, but we just don't have enough production stored yet for that. So we're getting food. 1.3 per turn is still very slow. Man eating lions. They're attacking people in dark before the night. We have to attack them to drive off future things. Okay. We can't domesticate them, that's for sure. Chance of success 30% every turn. Okay, well now we're not growing anymore, are we? Cool. We are losing warrior, but that's retirement stuff. Favor and cults. Need to build cemeteries, appease the things, yada yada. So the cults seem pretty cool. We could keep going for research. Protecting against negative events would be good as well. Seeing as right now we're kind of trying to fight lions. Let's protect against 2 negative events. I don't know how long the shield lasts, but it looks like it's going to continue for a while. Lions were slaughtered on the first turn, yo. Spoilage. So we always lose 5% of our stockpile. Cool. And now we got 8 production from hunting the lions. So we should build that workshop now. He still gets to collect the food. Oh. Of other resources will be halted. But this requires public works. Okay. Still, this is pretty good. We could keep exploring rather than working this tile. Destroyed fertile glade. First contact with the owl people. This tribe is neutral to us. We better act carefully. They have owl people, pastures, and ancestral lands. Okay. So by building the workshop, we've killed the berry glade. Okay, so I should have collected that first. Noted. Oh wow, that was quite the expansion. So now this is an extremely productive tile. What a great investment. I mean, should we try and contact these people? Or should I just try and save up my food? Discovered, available. This is public works. I'd rather get the food, I think. Let's get the food and try and get our mission successful. So a couple rounds of ending turn should work. We are getting a little bit of spoilage, but it's not a big deal. Oh. Seth stopped a thing. Great. We're missing one more turn. Heyday of Hierarchon Polis. The Upper Egyptium. Okay, so this is what we were playing as pre-dynastic Egypt. One of the most powerful. Yo. I like that they kind of keep us up to date on what was going on there. So now we need 35 for improvements. +1 every turn. And unlocks new cults. I think we still want to go for the science. 1 per turn seems low, but science gets science, right? Like, you gotta do it. So there we go. We got our one-time reward. And now, interaction with tribes now increases assimilation level. Assimilate 300 clans into a unified culture for 50 thing. +1 clans every turn. Alright, we gotta mix with the local tribes. Peaceful. Trade and improve relations in a slow and steady way, or subjugate them is risky. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go exploring. See if we can find something good. And it is doing 1 per turn, but that's going to be way too slow. Tutorial is the army. Good. So we'll try and get an army going soon. Let's keep getting more science with that worship, since we still have a couple steps of protection. We can also get the next worker. That gets us up to 6. So we will need to build more stuff. Maybe we do need public works to drain the swamp. The Wadi, that will also be destroyed by the river. And wow, these are actually some really productive tiles. Look at this one here. Oh, never mind. 0.8 and 0.1. I thought it was 0.8 and 1. Highlands, though, it can take pastures, so it can be made pretty good. Sand is bad. What can we do with sand? 4 turns to clear it? Wow. We can try and hunt things. We can also worship them. We can worship them and then domesticate them. I wonder if that's any good. And what if we assign somebody here? What does that mean? Owl people is all we can work with. They have a huge defense bonus because this is their ancestral lands. They have 18 military defense. That's way more than we have. So let's learn more about these people. 1 of 1, 12 troops, 1 area, neutral relations. Okay. We can improve relations. That's pretty good, actually. We can trade. Improving gives us 20 clans per turn and 3 relations. This gives us less relations, but a lot of growth. Like, this is actually something that we could sustain for a while. We could battle, but we would probably lose. Or we could subjugate. Subjugating is pretty cool. It's 100, but it's 5 turns of this. But this is very expensive. 0.8 luxury. So let's just trade. And we'll get some net benefits. And, like, we'll try and find some other tribes to trade with. We have a couple places that we can trade, like, or explore in 1 turn. I'd love to get more, like, things started. Like, projects of building. But we can't build on any of these Wadi tiles. This one here we could do with the Highlands, but 1 and 0.3 is only as good as the 1.3 we have down here. The swamps being cleared would be nice. Maybe that's worth doing. Or we could always try and make the fowl happier. Or we could just hunt them. I'm not sure that domesticating... I mean, does anything like us? 56, 51... Hard to say. We could also unlock more cults, in which case it would make sense to worship. Just to be clear, we can't put multiple people in one spot. No. Do these people need swamps? Like, if I clear the swamp, will it kill the bird? Because that's what happened to my berries when I built a city. These graphics are a little bit weird, I have to say. Let's keep on carrying on. Okay, you get out of here. 2.1. Fertile land, 50% more food. Wheat. Now, so we get a one-time bonus, but it's giving us 0.2 forever. And then we could go flax field or food field. I kind of want to specialize this in food, right? This is probably worth investing in. Let's just go all in on it right now. And we have a couple places we can explore. This place only takes 1 turn. We should maybe just focus on that for now. We also have the whole southern part of the map. It's hard to tell where we... Like, it looks like we can go way to the northeast. New cults or warriors? I'm going to keep going for the cults just because that cult choice can always give us more research more faster. Okay, what do we have here? So this is another highland. Available for pastures and cemeteries. Right now, I'm not really that interested in the in the cemetery, I'd rather go in on the pasture. The fertile glade in the Ikaika will be lost. Okay, never mind. Maybe I just claim that. We could always cut down the trees. That's like basically 3 production per turn worth of stuff. Either way, whatever I build here will destroy the other pieces. So we kind of need housing. Like, that's one thing I'm not really seeing for us is a place to build housing. Well, this didn't say that it was going to kill the floodplains or the fertile land. And because the cereals were there. Oh no, it did destroy the cereals. Ugh. See, I'm not reading enough. The cereals were giving us 0.2, but I could have consumed them first. Yeah, I have to just consume these resources. There's no reason to sit on them. The only reason not to go for this right now, though, is the fact that I don't have any housing. So, like, these have thickets. To clear the thicket, I can now do that. So you clear the thicket. I mean, this is a good tile for the rest of the game. Outsiders exiled at the... Okay. They blaming our gods, I see. So for 1 turn, trading with them do be bad. What is their relation? 27%. Okay, well, we should build an army then. Our nations should be neutral or friendly. I mean, look, they're the only tribe in town, so while we don't have an army, let's give up some of our precious gems. Okay. And then we have to keep exploring, quite frankly. So this is going to finish in several turns. We have so many things. Okay, power of enemies is down. Effects of negative events are minus 30%. Upkeep of tombs. Honestly, I kind of like just protecting ourselves against 2 more negative events. And then let's get our armies done. We can now build barracks to help stuff. Oh god. A cursed land. Yeah, no thanks. Not really loving that. So these seem to be mostly highland tiles. We could always search across this river, I guess. But I'm wondering if I just have to drain the swamp, you know? It probably won't kill the hyenas. I just have so much production, but I can't actually hire people even if I have the food, so... Language barrier surmounted. 20% to clans assimilated. Growth 1 every turn. Cool. So I don't know if that's just from us trading with the owls, but... Like, if I killed the owl tribe, I wouldn't have any way of getting assimilated groups. So this seems fine. We can always do this to get more luxuries. I'd rather not. So now that this thicket's been destroyed, I can build housing or barracks. But I think that +1 to maximum housing from building this barracks is just not actually going to be enough. We need a true housing district. And he still gathers the food while he does it. I love that. I love that. Okay. So this one, though, draining the swamp completely stops the production. And you're just cruising for food here. What? Lions? Lions mangled our worker. I guess that's not a an average normal event. Okay, well I don't need the housing as much anymore. That's unfortunate. Oh, I should have put somebody in that slot though. That was a big oopsie. Who's not busy though? I kind of feel like I need to keep assimilating tribes. This is now a better... Alright, so houses I can keep. Workshop I can keep. These 2 tiles are certainly better than this one. Abydos, the necropolis for research. Upper Egypt built this sacred thing. Cool, cool, cool. I don't know where the lion's den is. 40% of clans are assimilated. I'm getting better growth. I mean, this is good. Alright, new trial's gonna start soon, and we're gonna be in big doo-doo. A flax field or a food field? I mean, this I would just go down here. Like I confirmed this spot instead of that spot, so it doesn't really matter to me. Let alone the fact that I can get a mix if I want here. This might be a good time to just say, hey, give me food, game. So we come in here and we say 10% food for several turns in the hopes of growing our population. And then... oh god. We do have a pasture, so this would be 0.7 food every turn, or 0.6 food every turn. 0.7 resources, though. Grain fields, we do have one of those. That's 0.6. And this is just knowledge, so we just take the knowledge for knowledge, always. Multilingualism, cool. We are keeping up this trade here. We're getting like 20 per turn, I believe, right? So that's nice. I can also switch to trading rather than assimilating. They're at 48%. So, like, that's cool, I guess. I don't want to run out of, like, good resources, though. So can we go to trading now? Cool. And these are all thickets, which is annoying. This is a floodplain, which we confirm. I mean, we could try and find out what's down here. This might be a building area that I don't have to cleanse. Or, because I have the food bonus, maybe I just continue working... oh, these are the lions. Oh. Well, kill the lions, dude. They have a chance of killing my people in the night. And that, that was really poopy a second ago. So this is happening a lot slower now. But hey, we're getting a lot of good resources. Because, are we actually working this? We're not actually working this, but we are working that. So both of these give 0.5, but this one gives a bonus to the grain fields. So we should do the one that we're getting, actually working right now. And we did slaughter the lions. And we've assimilated a lot of clans. Nomads search for a new home. Their culture is massively different. 3 people. I mean, honestly, they'll all take it. And then the hippo people. 50% with the hippo, they're stronger. They rejected us. Assimilation of nearby people halted the trial. Convinced of our guilt, the hippo people oppose us. So we can power of suspicion. We can show. We can bribe. So we can convince. We can conquer. And we can try and make friends. Stumbled, yeah, we found the people hostile to us. So, I mean, can I just do this right away? Yeah, okay, I can. They have a huge group. They're very hostile to us. They have awful relations. Trial of rejection. We can give them a ton of food. I mean, I'm not sure that that's the best thing for us, but hey. 0.4 growth improvement sounds nice. Or we just put you on the pasture. Or we put you here and say, hey, get these berries. Yeah, get these berries. You're trading, you're hunting, you guys are all chilling, basically. This is not as good as this. I mean, I think that we want to keep going for food production, right? Now, one of the things in the last game is that every turn this would become cheaper. I have a lot of production, though. Let's end turn and see what happens. It is 7 now. And then when I buy it, it goes back up. Still, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, yeah, let's just keep cruising with that. 3 food there. A food 1.1 is pretty nice. I'm just trying to work the most productive tiles that we have. Like this is 1.3, right? So that's better than 0.9, unless we were to like improve the tile, but can only do so much. We're afflicted with misfortune. Somebody gave us stuff? Oh, okay. Fire! Wars of Upper Egypt are sending people down. Okay. Is the fire something we need to deal with? I guess. Seems important. We hit our limit of workers. That's good to know. Ancestors are departing. That's also not good. Bribe. I'm trying to do the mission as fast as possible, but at least we're gonna have some food coming in here. I don't know, I'm trying to make sure everything doesn't fall apart at the same time. Our assimilation is paused while we do this stuff. Find enemy. The Hippo tribe is about to attack us. Okay. Well, we have food. We're just missing one more tap, unfortunately. I could cut down this. That's 3 production per turn worth of stuff. Hippo just got larger. Let's bribe. Okay, so we did make them happy. That gave us a lot of stuff. That gave us a gold victory. And then the attack is canceled. Okay, you're trying to put out this fire. What can we do now? Like, do you guys 50% relations. So let's just do some more trading, presumably? Or let's get some assimilation going. This is very expensive for you. Why is it 1.2 for you and only 0.8 for you? Presumably you're the much bigger tribe, right? Examine 3 workers. Yeah, okay. I'd rather make you happy and assimilate, and you do the trading, because I'm trying to get our people to be happier. We have not discovered the pig breeding, but we could get copper smelting, and that would increase our population limit and our growth. Our workshops could get better here as well. That would allow us to trade for a lot longer. Ho ho ho. I think I actually take the workshop piece, and that leaves me enough to still get one of these. +1 limit is nice. We kind of need it before we can hire anyone. Because we need that, we should get our population cap up. That's what I'm thinking. So we're kind of doing like a peaceful thing. All right, that burned the thicket. Nice. Opulent pottery and copper smelting. So now these tiles are becoming more and more productive. We like that. You're cutting trees down, and then I can get a second thing. Negative event neutralized. Thanks, Seth. Let's just keep Seth doing that. I'm a big fan. Oh no, the fire spread. Uh-oh. Man, this is a 25% chance to destroy the fire, and it's not happening, I'll tell you that. You put out the fire. Okay, that one did go out. But the thicket came back? No. We just don't have a way of purging. We have to purge the evil. Well, I don't want negative events to keep happening. These things were cut down, so now, I mean... Do we really build the cemetery? I think I'd rather just build another pasture. And then now I can make the pastures better. I guess I should have done this one first. Because then we would have enough food to get the next person. But still, it's such a minor increase that we're not too worried. Ooh. The other neutral people here. And they're farming. Interesting. So we're managing to maintain the relation improvement. That's 62% for you and 42% for you. This one goes up very, very slowly though, right? This is 0.5 per turn. Whereas here, we're getting 3. Still a very slow process, but we are working it. This fire, I really would like it not to spread. You're just finishing your pasture. Finish Assimilator's quest before a certain turn. So we're doing really well. Goal reached. Quest, Ancestors of the Tribe. Our settlement prospers. We should probably thank the gods. Build a temple. Okay. Where can we build a temple? Or do I need a technology to do that? Irrigation, tombs, chiefdoms, metalworking. Unlocks. Annex. Yeah, okay. This one unlocks the temple. Cool. Available to discover. Growth and cemeteries become better with tombs. So we could do that here. There are sands in these lands. That's not something we love. Man, these fires, man, 25% chance to extinguish, and it's just not it. Event neutralized. Thanks, Seth. Feels almost weird to say Seth, but it's fine. We are able to pay the 1 luxury to get this done next turn. Okay, good. That we did put that out. And we did resolve something. So building the temple is something that we do need to do. It's going to be very expensive. So perhaps we get more workshops to try and keep the luxuries coming. And we do purchase another person. And for now, that means that this trade needs to be... This needs to be trade, because I don't have enough luxuries to actually continue that path. This is where I was thinking I would put the temple, but perhaps it should just be more housing. I have a lot of production. Let's just do it. I still have Seth helping me. So, power of enemies, negative effects, tombs, production. I don't know. I kind of like the science. You just keep the science coming. That or food, but I don't have that much housing. I guess I will have housing soon. 5 turns of 10 food does not seem as big as 20% for 5 turns in science. Because a lot of these science things are actually giving us like boosts to the productivity of our farms and fields. It's a whole thing. So we're still exploring. Exploring seems important. Ancestral duty is finally... Whoa. Oh no. I depart for the land of the dead. So we can help the living return. Oh god. Well no, we want... Maybe if we build a temple, they'll stay? Well, hopefully we find a place where we can build a temple. Can we switch you back to improving relations? Yes. They are a friendly tribe. I wonder if that improves the trade stuff as well. Patronize. They will pay us. Assimilate. We have to unlock these though. Let's keep making the Hippo tribe happy because they are quite a populous tribe, I believe. This one has the thicket and the acacia. So production of other resources will be halted. Does that mean you still get the food? 1.5, like that's a great tile. I wish we had had that earlier. Like it's as good as like our pastures almost. Workshop built. I mean, now we can really keep doing this for a while. Do we have more population coming? I mean, kind of. The food is coming up. Extinction of large mammals. No, 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 no. Don't love that. Fortress and a mace. I don't have to be trading as much as I am. That was something I had to do for the mission. So now it's maybe a good time to go back to exploring. Like, I don't know what's out in the sea, but maybe we'll find something good. We could unlock the temple now. Grain fields giving a lot more food makes sense too, though. Perhaps we do that. And we come back to here. And now this is 0.6. So this would be a 1.5 tile. And probably just keep going for food. So let's plant some seeds down here. And then we'll try and finish this exploration. I mean, that seems good. 1.5. Hey, what's this? Crocodiles. Neighboring areas have chance to die. River, you can't build here. So we should hunt the crocodiles. I don't want random population dying. It's so painful to have happen. How expensive are these cult things now? 18. Okay, I mean, they were 10 at the start of the game, so they've almost doubled in price, but we've used them several times. Maybe it goes up by 1 every time? Who knows? This grain field is now 1.3. Was that worthwhile? I mean, we're working at 1.3 here. So perhaps? This is a 1.5 tile. I'm starting to think I need to explore this one so I have a place to put that temple. This is also a 1.5 tile. This is as well. I could stop trading. And by trading, I mean upping our relations with this tribe, but our we've accelerated the tribe's development. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to explore to here, but I'd also like to keep growing the tribe, so this isn't a really good time to grow if I am hunting crocodiles, unless, I don't know, what do we get for killing them? We get production. So if we're not growing, maybe we should keep exploring. I mean, in a way, it does make sense. I hate negative events, so I'm going to keep using Seth instead of allowing negative events to come. So we're still hunting them. Man-eater lions have appeared again. We're going to hunt them as well. That's really slowing down our growth. By quite a bit. Okay. Abandoned settlement. Interesting. We could explore it. It's probably wild beasts. Okay, the lions were at least killed. So we are getting really good output on killing lions that come into our area, our territory. 95% friendly. Only 2 more turns of trading with you to be at 100%. Then the question is, like, I need chiefdoms before I can assimilate. So maybe that's like a waste of our time right now. Should I explore the ruins or farm or what? What do we want to do? Like, for instance, this could be pasteurized. It would become a decent tile. Only as good as this one, though. Let's do 1 turn of hunting just so we can get to the next population breakpoint. And then this is available for discovery, and this is available for discovery. +4 per turn. I regret not getting this one, because this was a huge amount of technology. We have to get back up to 80. But I'm not ready to build the temple anyway, because I need to clear the thickets. And before I build the temple here, I'd want to cut down the trees anyway. Crocodiles were slaughtered. That's huge. I wonder if I worship the fish. Okay, let's explore. And I don't know, this might give us more. Seth has given us good value. You have a lot of food coming in. Joint hunt, owl tribe. Chance for divine approval 79%. 1-time bonus. In case of failure. Pray. I mean, I'll pray for 10%. Like, that basically makes it free, right? Approve. I mean, it didn't give us much, but just improving the relations, I think, is worthwhile. It's like so many turns to send a person. A new trial will commence. We need lots of things. We probably need technology as well, just in terms of unlocking things. We also really want to get this temple. So this is another place, the Wadi, that gets destroyed. Merchants robbed. Upper Egypt. Trader connecting Canada. Upper Egypt. Their goods are intended for the people of Upper Egypt. Oh. Well, that's not good. Upper Egypt will come to attack us. Alright, we got a whole bunch of luxuries. Interesting. So now let's clear the thicket so we can build the temple. We tried exploring a whole bunch of places where the temple could go, and it just didn't come to be. We're going to get another population next turn. We're doing some exploration. Egypt has entered the file state of unification. Meaning... Oh, cool. His talents are impressive. Yo. So, that's happening right now. What's the year? Oh, yeah. 32 BC. 32,000 BC. Very cool. I mean, we're losing a whole bunch to spoilage here. Like, literally 1 per turn. So, I'm wondering if, like... Hey, you know, we're 95% friendly. Let's keep the trade going. Or no, let's just spend our pieces for 2 turns. We'll be at 100%. Well, actually, what are you all about? You tribe. You're also 3 people with 30 army. And have a lot of production. 1 food and 1 thing versus 0.1. I mean, you're much richer. You're much richer. We can make you happy. Because this tribe is small. I mean, they're growing faster than I am in terms of army, though. That's for sure. You're exploring. We can now build the temple. We just need this tile to get cleared. And tall papyrus. So, we can harvest it. Okay. And that doesn't say it will kill the papyrus. So 1.4 overall productivity is okay. It's all, like as good as some of our improved tiles. We are working our way up to full. Like, I just want these guys to be fully part of our tribe, but I guess we're just not there yet. Unification of Upper Egypt, a new trial. Subjugation of Egypt has begun. The King Scorpion invaded the Nile Delta to bring peace. We can help him. We can send troops, or we can pray. Chance to subjugate the next region. I mean, we should supply him and send troops and pray. Chance that all regions will surrender. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's do that. I cannot build a palace, but I can build a temple. 4 turns of minus 20. That is expansive. Probably you can go up here now and trade. Or you can trade with him. Because 0.1 is 0.1. Actually, how good was this trading? I mean, this is probably a better spread. Or are you all food? 0.1. Okay, never mind. That one's good. Because food is what we need. Alright, so one area was subjugated. Lovely. Antelope herd. Cool. Remaining 21 turns to take advantage of it. And we can hunt it for 10 food, starting at 40%. I mean, that's probably worth doing. If it takes 10 turns, it was one food per turn, basically. We can also just, like, work the tile, but it's not really a great tile for that. So let's just hunt it. And then subjugation. We can pray. And then we just get gold, but we should also keep supplying him. I don't have any troops, really. I kind of spent it all in that first one. Hey, it worked. It worked. Should I hire somebody? I don't think so. I think I should keep supplying. And then we'll do stuff next turn. So that did hunt the antelope right away. That was sick. That was super fortuitous. This is happening fast still. We have 2 more turns before the temple's built. Everyone else is working hard. We are trading over here to maintain our luxuries while we build the temple. Lack of material. Wow. Forget ancestors. No, no, no. Chance of collapse and fire. Help. I'm just not sure what we ran out of. Oh, we were out of food. Okay. So we ran out of production that turn. I understand. I thought we were good for production. Let's come over here and trade. That'll get us some production. I haven't really built any flax fields or anything like that because we seem to be good on production for most of the game. Just to be clear, most of my production comes from the city regions and the pastures. If I sent somebody to finish this off, minus 14 is just not enough, but I could get 10 for doing this. I think it's better to supply, which is probably how I ran out of materials faster than I expected anyway, because we ended up getting a ton of food. But the Scorpion King won. Trial completed silver. if I had finished it before turn 70, which is literally one turn, I would have got an additional bonus. But whatever, man. We have so much that we got from that. It's fine. We'll lose one score. I would have maybe done better if I just got some better percent chances or didn't invest so heavily at the start. I could have just prayed for the overall victory. Just do a prayer strategy. And not funded any of the campaigns. So I believe right now, if I were to put somebody here, it seems like we have exactly enough, but let me just come over here and trade just so the number is higher. Actually, wait, what do we have here? Available, available, available. So one faith, workshops. I mean, look, we're still going for science here. Oh, Proto Dynasty comes to power. One time. Yo, let's go. So this is now built. This can give us 3 faith per turn. And we got a one-time bonus. Let's assimilate. Peacefully integrate the Antelope people. 15. Enemy defense assimilation cost. We should expense first. The owl people gave us some stuff, and the death of the scorpion happened. Okay. Well, we need production to help us. So production and gems is a very good thing to worship right now. We should make more people. And I mean, I can keep getting food and stuff. I mean, I'm trading. How much do you like me now? 96%. Annex, assimilate. This would be sick. Build the temple is achieved. Weak army, what does that do? Yeah, we should boost. Blessings of Ptah. So, colonize makes sense. 20% reduction is really good. I just don't have any production right now. So perhaps 12 and 4 turns is pretty slow. But right now we're losing a whole bunch of luxuries. So I'm wondering if what I should really do is try not to have 2.3 in spoilage. I should assimilate. Oh, and it goes way up in terms of cost. Yo, that was the... okay. I have no barracks, so, like, my army is super weak. Seth is trying his best to hold back negative events, and I love him for that. So it did go down in 5 cost every turn. And with this coming up, I guess we just let it ride. We could... Actually, I have just enough food to keep everyone happy. Interesting. Let's do this. This is going to give us production and luxuries. That's going to help in several ways. So, colonize. This is still at 20. Why is this still at 20? I thought it would come down more. The wet period. Yo, we're in the wet period. Let's go. So now assimilate. It's still 16. I feel like that's like a baseline. And this I have to rebuild it. Whoa, people assimilated. Dumpalm people have joined our domain. Yo, that is sick. So how do they have grain fields here and there? The hell? Oh, never mind. That does make sense. I'm happy with that. 1.5, 1.8. Flat area housing limit gets multiplied. Love that. Feel like I've not done much exploring, and I don't know why they joined us and others didn't. We didn't get that much population, it doesn't seem, from it. It's more like we gained land, you know? Whatever, you guys are almost at 100%, so I figured you would join us too. But you know, 1 point, like, I guess I go across the river. 1.3 is not as good as 1.5 productivity. Getting rid of the thickets makes sense. You gave me productivity for a moment, but now you're weak again. I should probably keep exploring. A couple places only cost 1. And what are we finding? Hippos? Chance of destroying nearby fields. Okay. And I don't know if, like, finding them makes it bad. Ptah's blessing is gone. This is so difficult. It's so expensive. Next target is the cat people. Oh, but we're assimilating them. That's how we got them so quickly. Okay. Well, do they have any workshops? No. We do have 2 workshops on our end. But we're consuming a lot of the goods as well. Interesting. I think we should keep taking the 10% bonus in that case. Maybe I need to build another workshop. I'm not sure. We found lions. That's something we kill on sight because we're always worried. There are also accursed lands, which we're not a fan of. Really, trading is not that good. The owl tribe did expand. Hippos have devastated the area. Chance of dying every turn. Okay. Can we... We can pray. Instead of dying. Cool. We could also exile, but I would rather not. Colonize. I mean, this is only saving us 2, like, luxuries. It's so painful. Available to discover. +1 every turn. Okay. Resource production minus 100%, and you're fixing it. Okay. Well, look, because the hippo can destroy things, let's kill the hippo. We kill the lions. Uh-oh. Independence of Lower Egypt. Okay, we're gonna keep praying the epidemic away. And you're hunting. Annexing is out of the question. Colonizing is super expensive. I mean, I could build more housing, but that's not really what I want. If anything, I want more workshops. But there's all these thickets in the way. I guess it'll be a good tile once that's gone, but, like, this is future planning. Like, everything takes so long. Whoa! Famine? Did I have famine? Oh, man, how did I let that happen? Is it because... It's because I'm doing this stuff. I'm exploring and clearing things. And you guys were fixing your farms instead of working them? That's a huge mistake. I mean, Seth, keep the negatives away, because I don't know. I don't feel like I'm doing a great job. Can we pray this away too? This is like all of our pottery workshops are now on pause to try and cleanse the death. They should have a 20% chance every turn, but we didn't nip it in the bud, so now it's everywhere. lesson learned, I guess. Don't play with epidemics. The hippos are dead though, so that's good. The fact that there's papyrus here, I wonder, like, 4 and 4, that's like 2 production per turn worth of being cool. I think what we really want is for you to find a place that isn't covered in thickets that we can build something. Okay, everyone's freaking dying, man. Everyone's freaking dying, and now we're like sick. Like we don't have enough food coming in. Chance of death 30% every turn. 38%. 33% chance of it spreading. These guys never even cleared their thing. So just like work it, I guess. Like at this point, you know. It's gonna time out. Like you didn't catch it. So whatever. I guess we're just epidemics. Epidemics are us, you know. I'm not losing to population at this point. I would have at the start had I realized the severity of our situation, but I didn't. So now we're here. So you should worship, and you could stop. And yeah, I mean, we really paused on this, but colonize, assimilate, I guess. Yeah, this is not going so good. This is not going so good, gang. I'm really worried about our productivity here. We at least cut this thicket. That's good. I can build another workshop. That'll really up our productivity of goods. Which we need to keep doing because it's the only way that we're gonna... you had 1 turn left, dude. You had 1 turn left before your disease timed out. Like, I don't know what to do. It looks like the disease is almost just running its course, though. Like, again, you could stop fighting it. This workshop is built, which is sick. Absolutely sick, because the productivity there was pretty good. A worker died from disease. That's like actually what we expected. Grain fields, flax fields, pastures. This is growth in terms of science, but this is a lot of food and productivity. Like a ton. This is so much that I'm gonna take this one instead. It's just too many bonuses. It really makes the improvements good, you know, like really good. Who's still sick? It really is just you, I believe, so let that be known. Is it worth worshiping the fish? Like, I genuinely don't know if this is like the thing to do. Like, let the fish become great. How did you get sick, dude? What the hell? You know, this could be the time. 80% chance to cure. Lose 2 more population. Oh. I mean, it did kill it. I think that there's like only 1 left. I don't know who's not productive enough. I mean, all these places are +2, +2, +2. You, I guess, like, try and finish it? 1.8, I mean... we did stop the plague. That's good. 1.5 productivity is pretty solid. Assimilate? I mean, look, by colonizing, we prevent this from being so expensive. Lands gained 6, the hippo people. So would that have happened without us trading with them? That's my question. And like, you're working the fish. Why are you working the fish, brother? That's not actually that great. I mean, this is kind of cool. I like the map now. I wasn't sold on the 3D style, but you know, now we're here. What can we build here? House, barracks, cemeteries, temple. So what's the difference between like a cemetery is way less upkeep than the temple? It's not that impressive though. Honestly, I kind of just want to keep building luxuries. That seems to make the most sense to me, because that's our mission right now. This is a good tile. We can work that one. This is obviously where we want to build. It's a flat area, so we can get more population there. Ancestors departing, new territory, blessings of Ptah. Where are we now? I can't annex, man. I do not have the army for it. Maybe that's the argument to be made, though, that we cut this down and then we build a barracks for once. So, sure. Let's do that. We can bring this mad lad in. We can do another Blessings of Ptah. Well, we have a little bit of Seth left over. So that seems good. Did this, still at 20. Okay, well, next turn then. With the discount, we should be good. Negative event neutralized. So it's colonize, assimilate. Good, good, good. What is the next chiefdom? Owl. So, like, I'm not even sure if, like, sending a person there would have made it faster, better, stronger, or what. Because, like, we were at basically 100% with the hippo people, right? Like, doing this action instead would have potentially, like, given us all of their people? Like, would it have given us the workers as well? Like, maybe we're leaving a lot on the table, you know? It is hard to say. But yeah, now we get the population limit from our housing and more science. We're at 23 per turn. The Akakas has been cut down. Lovely. Let's get our first barracks. It does have upkeep, so there was a good reason to avoid doing it. This one would be a lot better if we did build the housing, just because the housing does come with, well, I don't know, it costs us production a return as well, actually. So let's not do that right away. What about this one? Does this one cost anything? No. It's a 1.5 tile. And like, this is now giving us 0.4 every turn. Interesting. And this gives us a huge malice to food. So let's hunt this hyena. And like in here, for instance, antelopes. Hyena. Let's go hunt it. And then what's this quest at? 25% is tough. 1, 2, and that's done. So that's the owl. And they never built anything. Well, actually, no. They built a pasture. They built a whole bunch of pastures, in fact. So pastures are really good for us right now. We need to keep the Ptah going. And we're working 3 workshops right now. So, like, that should be cool. We have 33 population limit. What happened? We just gained all these, didn't we? Houses and flint. I mean, look, I really would rather these houses be something else. The houses have an upkeep of a production per turn. And this could be a workshop. And I already have a lot of housing in other places. So let's not accept what this tribe built. Let's instead envision what it could be, which is a workshop. And then hyenas are killed, demolish the houses. With the hyenas killed, you're now making 2 food per turn. We love that. Swamps make sense to get rid of, but even more so, like, these are all great tiles. So, like, we should just be working those. Like, you're gonna hunt. You're doing a pretty good job. You're gonna get rid of the hyenas. This is gonna become maybe a decent tile. You may as well go to 100% here. I don't feel the need for more food. You got us the barracks. I mean, it could be we built it, so we're gonna use it. Okay, how about that? And maybe we should get more of it. But workshops are being built. Things. I mean, this is a cool little chain. We still have way too much housing, but we can just grow our population to justify it. Okay. Fire. That's not bueno. Please put that out. It is the wet period, so you'd think that we'd get like a bonus. Should we assimilate or should we colonize first? Let's colonize to save a little bit. And the map is now good, so we did it. We did it before something happened, apparently. So we got an achievement. Flax fields, growth. Yeah, I think that we go flax fields here, if we can. Oh, we can't. We can discover either of these. This is already discovered, because I already decided it was better. I mean, okay. Seems good. Map of Egypt. So, let's see. Oh! Buto Chiefdom. Do we know where we are? Our relation is friendly. Floodplain. I mean, I don't actually... Are we in the middle? Are we assumed to be in the middle? Like, where are we? Look, okay, 1.4, we can take you out. We have people doing 3 food per turn. Look at that. That is insane. Fertile Glade. We can also pull out those berries. Interesting. Like, we have so many luxuries now that this would be a good time to build, like, a couple different things. Fertile land here as well. That's how you get up to the 3 food per turn. So you're almost done maxing out relations with the fish. Again, I don't know if that is ever worth doing, but we're doing it now. These tiles are cool, but they're not as productive as what this field would be if we improved it. So let's send you here with the goal of making... Well, because it's 50% food bonus, not production bonus, let's do that. And... Inefficiency. Taxation from regions is bad. So, like, you've got marshes, your floodplains, quality limestone, region Buto. So we can just work these tiles for, like, insane gains. I mean, this is just incredible, right? Like, I guess this one here comes with luxury and a lot more army. Like, the overall productivity, though, of this tile is 2.1. This one here is 2 point freaking a million. And this one here is not that good. But, like, that's us working the tile. No more... Controlled regions on the base of prosperity kingdom. Important facts. Produce resources for our kingdoms. Best resources are in-game are regions. Develop regions. Send expeditions to extract resources. Each region raises your limit by 1. So like floodplain, quality limestone. Send expedition for 4.5 production basically. And improving relation. I don't know. Like, does that... Learn more. I mean, I don't know if we should be improving with them or not. I probably shouldn't be improving with the fish, if that makes sense. But I have so many luxuries right now. I'm losing them all from spoilage. It makes me feel that, like, hey, go and make things right. And then in here, like, instead of making luxury, we could make almost 2.3 food per turn by clearing out these berries. All these freaking pastures, man, I don't know that they're worth working or not. Or just improve, like we come down here, drain the swamp, and then drain the papyrus. There's also berries down here, like... Let's freaking get the berries, dude. What's this? What's this? This is lions. I don't want to die to lions. So why are you freaking getting fish from the river when you could be killing the lions? Ptah is gone. Thanks, Ptah, though, for staying as long as you did. Like, this is great. Okay, this is not great. So you guys need to put out those fires. I would love a technology that makes the fires not happen. Maybe that's been Seth this whole time, but for now, like, will trading with you guys grow? I mean, resource growth, population growth, bad, I guess. Let's go up the river. And let's also keep developing these tiles. What about you? Good clay. This is a productive tile. The hippo is nearby, though. And we hate the hippo. If you're gonna work any workshop, though, you should be working this one. There is no fire here now. It's just there. That's good. But like, what? Like, no. The pastures are still better than working the towns. 1.6 is still really good though. Like, why are you working here when you could be working with our fish? Unless I improve it. But oh yeah, you were hunting. You were taking things out of the glade. And then that means you could clear the swamp. But why clear the swamp when you could just make another farm, you know? Or when we could send you here to kill the hippos. Because I don't know, maybe I should worship every animal I find, but I'm not, basically. So what does this do? I can't work this tile. Our actions slowed the tribe's development by 20%. Assimilate. We need to be at good relations. 3 relations per turn. Let's try to assimilate this. We could also do an abandoned settlement thing. But this seems like a very productive place. So let's make them our friends. And now we can stop improving down here. Uh-oh, collapse. Lack of luxuries. Did that happen? Or it's just currently happening? We are working to make a lot of luxuries, but obviously what's killing us is this. So that cleans that up, that cleans that up. And you explore. Tax revenue dependent from tribes controlled. Duration of blessings. I don't really use the duration of blessings. I use the protect me for 2. +8 culture. I mean, this is a huge bonus to our science. So we just do that. Basically means we get the other ones 50% faster. Raids of Lower Nubia. Okay, things are falling, things are happening. Collapse. We should rebuild or demolish. Okay. I mean, look, the fire's still raging. Okay, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is fertile land as well. I didn't even realize that. You killed those hippos. Now you kill these hyenas. Okay, lions are here now. If we get rid of those accursed trees, less accursed lions will arrive. So you come and kill the lions and then kill the tree. Seems legit. So you guys are still exploring, which is good. Newcomer comes. Okay. Ram people. So, like, what if I said, like, let's, like, annex them? They have 1.1 thousand people against our 37. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're just so freaking weak, dude. We are very weak. I mean, we can... The Ram tribe is collecting it. Okay, so we can go and tax these ones. Or we can keep exploring. What is our current, like, inefficiency? We need to build administrative facilities because our trading, our tax revenue is not good. We are getting taxes though, which is great. Some people are doing some stuff, which is helping us with our warrior growth and our luxuries, which is, I mean, cool. Yeah, basically, let's just work around our immediate surroundings. This is also an accursed place. So instead of working here, why don't we get rid of this one before more negative events happen? Reject. Prevent a pointless bloodshed and fail the third trial. Demanding submission. All of our attacks in progress will be cancelled. I reject. We're not that strong though, so we should build a barracks? We really don't have room for one, apparently. I'm gonna say tear down a house, but like, I ain't doing that. This one. Hills. It's hills and cereals. Usually building something will kill the cereals. Harvesting the cereals is okay. I think that we're going to need an army, because I just rejected somebody. We still have Seth protecting us. We should get 10% more growth of food. Oh my god. Upper Egypt relations has come down. Alright, what is this? Lower Egypt, Upper Egypt, help, attack. No. No, 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 no. Bribe. You gotta hunt this. You're hunting this. You're doing stuff. You're doing stuff. Okay. Where? Okay, let's get the growth of luxuries. Let's come out and say, hey guys, this is the Upper Egypt people. This is a waste of time. This is a bloody waste of time. I don't know why I even talked to you, because now you hate me. And that's not super bueno. What do we need for this event? We can fortify. Becomes more expensive every time we do it. And we can expense. So let's go next turn. We can also attack early. Okay. Somebody's gonna attack us in 2 turns. Ram people, they hate us. Good to know. Okay. Let's hire a person. Let's unify Egypt by bribing and fortifying and fortifying and fortifying and fortifying and fortifying. We're so boned. We are so boned. Did you make barracks? No. You will next turn though. Cool. Did you make a field of food? No, but you will next turn. Lovely. You're hunting alliance. Well, for now, I guess we gotta use those pastures for all that productivity. You're about to cleanse. I mean, more warriors is good. Literally every time I do this. Okay, just clear the tree, dude. Clear the tree. They made ceremonial utensils. Lovely. Ancestors parting. Always. Spirit stones inflict us with mal. Every time I kill the things, they just immediately come back. So I need to clear out the tree first this time, as far as I'm concerned. This one here is the clay, so a flax field makes a lot of sense here, but I don't think it makes sense to actually build up to that stage when I can just work my existing cattle stuff. This is what, a hippopotamus? His lyrics are bottomless. He could destroy my improvements if he wanted to. Okay, I mean, we're about to get attacked. Not even this one, this one. Military threat, 132. I mean, we're now up to 150, I guess. Prevent positive event, 100%, negative 35. I mean, I gambled. Defensive tactics. Enemies inflict minus 50. Our flanking attempt failed. Clash of spears. I mean, guys, come on. We got this now. They're down to like nothing. Down to like nothing. Development of Upper Egypt tribe. No, exterminate them. Exterminate the survivors. I mean, we're at war with Upper Egypt right now. It's super, like, screw them. Yeah. Unification of Egypt. Bribe. We can keep bribing. We gotta fortify. We have to attack? I mean, that would be great if I had troops. I didn't leave myself with a single luxury to buy a person. Either way, I'm going to call it here. This has been a great first episode. I can't even save because of our prologue choice, but there is an autosave, so maybe I can undo that purchase, get another person next round. This has been great. This is a stressful game. Just like the last one, it's so hard to stay on top of all the things that you need to stay on top of. And it's never actually clear if you're doing things fast enough, hard enough, good enough. I'm wondering if we should be doing Horus to get the 10% fighting, or it's kind of late for that, so maybe 10% reduction to enemies from Nath? I don't know, man. I don't know. These gods are also kind of cool. State cults, it looks like they just give you flat bonuses, which, I don't know. Plus 1% growth every turn. Now, these ones here seem pretty cool because it looks like they don't have, like, all these ones are for 5 turns, for 5 events, for whatever. These ones look like they're permanent gods. For the rest of the game, you get 1% growth. Interesting. I don't know when they'll come to be important, but I'm into it. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this game. I'm really having a good time. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.